Hey guys! So for this discussion, I wrote about how I definitely am more in favor of a pluralistic rather than a unified psychology. I think in our field, we definitely need to kind of have points of convergence where we do agree and we are mostly unified. For instance, I think, the baseline theoretical backgrounds essentially need to be agreed upon if we want to kind of maintain the integrity of our field. But I ultimately believe that the diversity in our field is really what makes psychology what it is and really strengthens this type of science. In other sciences, such as physics, chemistry, their models can kind of be applied, pretty consistently. For instance, if you're looking at the behavior of atomic particles, that behavior is pretty much always going to be consistent. So any model based off of that is pretty much always going to be applicable. There's not really a whole lot of room for disagreement on how it actually works. In psychology, we're studying very different specimen, essentially. We're looking at humans, and human behavior is never consistent. It is always varying, it's always different. And so I think it is incredibly important that our field be as diverse as it is. I think this is really kind of seen in the counseling field. There's so many different types of therapies, different approaches to, therapeutic sessions, and I think this is very important. While people might disagree on, whether CBT works better than person-centered and vice versa, at the end of the day, it's all about the client. And so a lot of psychologists now and counselors, they'll kind of advertise as an eclectic counselor, meaning that they will use whatever method works best for that person. And I think that's incredibly important to psychology, that we have that understanding that everybody is different. And while there might be, kind of like common ways people behave and think, there's still going to be differences, and we're still going to have to work with that, and we're going to have to recognize that as a field. So, in that sense, I think the diversity really strengthens our field. There might be a lot of arguments, a lot of disagreement, but at the end of the day, those are also important to the advancement of knowledge. I think the differences in opinion that exist in our field are really helpful in kind of creating more discussion, creating more questions, starting more research, finding out more, gaining more knowledge, and that really is what science is all about. So I think at the end of the day, all these differences just really make our field that much stronger. So yeah, that's basically why I think pluralism in our field is very helpful, and thanks guys for watching. Good luck on the final!